In 2026, healthcare providers expect continuous remote monitoring, AI-assisted diagnostics, and robust telemedicine functionality to be standard issue. This chart shows the massive range of development quotes businesses receive for these applications. On the low end, you might see proposals for $5,000, while enterprise-grade platforms easily scale past $500,000. The confusion happens when we evaluate medical software through the lens of standard consumer apps. A slick, minimal interface might look similar to a food delivery service, but underneath, you are handling highly sensitive, life-or-death patient data. To calculate the true cost and the real risk of building one of these platforms, we have to pull up the floorboards and examine the architectural blueprint layer by layer. Pricing out a digital health platform based entirely on the buttons the user clicks is a guaranteed path to a failed project. The cheapest layer of any healthcare application is basic utility. Think patient dashboards, instant push notifications, and simple appointment scheduling. Watch our blueprint when adding telemedicine. This demands encrypted video routing and secure messaging. Next, the heaviest block, AI clinical models and deep electronic health record integration, requiring massive back-end power. These systems run constant predictive analytics and continuous clinical validation to remain accurate. To make sure this entire stack can actually talk to outside hospital networks and pharmacies, developers have to format the data using a strict universal language known as HL7 FHIR. The density of these interlocking features dictates the price tag. A standalone booking portal is relatively cheap. A fully integrated clinical tool requires heavy engineering. Yet the most expensive component of this entire build is completely invisible to the end user. Beneath the application sits a mandatory compliance layer, strict regulations like HIPAA, GDPR, and the UAE's PDPL. A bug in a social media app just causes a crash, but a healthcare app vulnerability causes data breaches, crippling legal fines, and destroyed patient trust. The system has to maintain that ironclad security while constantly pinging and communicating with stubbornly outdated hospital legacy databases. To handle that traffic without crashing under user load or during routine updates, developers must build the entire system using cloud-native architecture and decentralized microservices. Generic software development agencies often collapse under the weight of these exact invisible security and infrastructure requirements. Because the structural pressure is so intense, selecting the right engineering team is the most effective way to protect your investment. That is where a specialized partner like GrowRankers comes in. They operate as expert architects of complete digital healthcare networks. Instead of bolting security on at the end, they engineer airtight regulatory compliance directly into the foundational code. They deploy cloud infrastructure that naturally supports AI-ready data streams and ensures seamless interoperability with existing hospital systems. At the same time, they focus heavily on intuitive, patient-focused design, ensuring the platform is actually easy for doctors and patients to adopt and use on a daily basis. By applying this specialized expertise, the heavy upfront cost of development translates into a stable, highly scalable asset. Building healthcare technology in 2026 carries massive responsibility. Working with GrowRankers ensures your digital infrastructure is built to carry that weight.